Hello everyone and welcome to our evening service. I expect that most of you are regulars, but if you've been browsing the internet and decided to join us this evening, then you are most welcome. If you want to get in touch with us, you can do it through the church website. I'll start tonight by mentioning this book, A Sweet and Bitter Providence by John Piper, which I've just started reading this week, and it deals with the story of Ruth. And what's really struck me is that the very first thing Piper does is to tell us the end of the story. He tells us that Ruth and Boaz get married and they have a son who has a son who has a son who has a son. And we have David, the greatest king in Israel's history, and himself a forefather to Jesus, our Saviour. And his point is that through all the difficulties we're going to read about in the life of Ruth, we mustn't lose sight of the fact that in the end, the story serves God's purpose and brings out the greatest good of all. And that really strikes home now at a time when there are so many difficulties for us, that we mustn't lose sight of the fact that, in a sense, we already know the end of the story as well. Nothing is beyond God. And in the end, all of this will serve his purpose and will bring him glory. Now, before we continue this evening, my boys would like to speak to all of those who've provided online groups for the children to go to over the last few months.